Tonight's Gooder Entertainment production is brought to you by The Chopping Block, Minotti Woodcrafters, Pinkerton's Pit Barbecue, Texas Oil Doves, JB Water Wells, All Fired Up Barbecue Cook-Off, Texas Original Charcoal, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Smoke and Magic, Texas High Roller Events, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, The Barbecue Store, Mr. Keen Sharpening Service, Cosmos Q Products, Half-Ass Cookers, Damn Yankee Texas Barbecue, Rectag, Quattro D Drums, We Branded Promotions, Texas Barbecue Bash, and Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
The So Smokin' Gooder Show. There's a lot of gooder. There's a lot of things that are gooder. They're better. They're gooder. I say they're gooder. They're the most goodest show that there could be. The So Smokin' Gooder. Wow, what a good! Has there been a gooder show? I don't know if there's ever been a gooder show than the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Wow, what a show! Iran's not having a show like So Smokin' Gooder Show. What a beautiful show! There's never been high definition like this going on in this. What a great show!
Hey there, everybody. This is Aaron the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
And stamp it.
I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
If you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that.
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
Hey, Steve Jimenez. You might know me. I'm a professional tin holder. When I'm not busy holding down a tin, keeping everything calm, I'm watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
It's a what?
So Smokin' Gooder Show.
It is a So Smokin' Gooder Show. All right. Are you ready? Yep. You can handle this? Here we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smokin' Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1. Let's go.
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smokin' Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smokin' Gooder Show starts now.
Good evening. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You guys know where to be right now on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Central, and that is parked right in front of your phone, your computer, your TV. Hopefully you got us on the big screen in the house, in the barbecue pad. Welcome to the So Smoking Gooder Show. We've got another jam-packed one with some amazing guests tonight. We're going to be talking Hogs for the Cause 2026. I got to experience my first ever time in New Orleans, Louisiana. Not my first time to NOLA, but my first time cooking Hogs for the Cause. And I'll tell you about it in just a minute, but it's way up there on my favorite events ever that I've done. I've been doing this a long time, so that holds some weight to me, hopefully to you as well. What an amazing event. We're going to be talking to the grand champions. Thank you, Ty. Thank you for the applause. We're going to be talking to the grand champions of the event. We're talking about Carnivore Carnival. You know, the Carnival is Southern, South America, Carnival. But the team was amazing, and they have there they are right there. We've got them on tonight. We've got The Shed Barbecue, Brad Orrison, and Brooke Lewis. She's not able to make it tonight, but we got Mr. Craig Carter, the party ender, as I was calling him, but that's Craig Carter, the party starter with Aces Wild. We got Eric Hodson from Boars Night Out. And we got Tristan Hewatt with 3 Taxis guys. They're going to be joining us shortly to talk about their big weekend. But I do want to spend some time to talk about our weekend. I had the pleasure of cooking with Second Line Swine out in New Orleans, Louisiana. What an amazing team that we had. It was our first time out there. I partnered up with my boy. Look at this, Robski and Hatch, Chris Hatcher. We went over there and we did our thing. We competed with Second Line Swine. Shout out to the team over there, Sonny, Judy, Gavin, everybody involved. They made us feel very welcome. It was an amazing time out there with the team. But thank you to Tung Nguyen, Chef Tung Nguyen with the Asian Cajun Cowboy. You're going to be hearing a lot about him because he is on the next season, the upcoming season of Barbecue Brawl with Bobby Flay and all the judges out there. So you'll see him on TV and Food Network. That airs in May. That becomes there. That's not Tung, but close enough. That's his brother. But look at these photos out here. We had an amazing time out there. But Chef Tung Nguyen, thank you very much for inviting us out there to do that. Joey Machado. We got to spend time with Dustin Green, with Weber, Maddie Rids, our friend Jessica, my wife Diane, Randy Polly. Just an amazing time out there. Of course, I mentioned Chris Hatcher. There's Cooper Polly, his son. There's Tung right there. But you're welcome to go check out the pictures. More pictures are going to be coming. There's a Second Line Swine team. More pictures will be coming up real soon. I'm still catching up from the weekend. Just an amazing time. But Hogs for the Cause, my goodness, we're going to be talking it throughout the night tonight. But what an amazing event and what they stand for. They raised a record-breaking $6.6+ million this year for families fighting pediatric brain cancer. It's not going to research, which I know there's a lot of money that goes to cancer research, but I don't know how you guys and gals feel about this, but I love it when the money actually goes to the families battling this terrible disease. And so the money's going to where it needs to go. And since its inception, this is the 18th annual, they've raised over 15 million distributed to date. I think that number is probably low because they just raised 6 million this year. So what an amazing time. It was on the University of New Orleans Lakefront Arena and their whole pavilion. It's a music festival. They had Stephen Wilson Jr. They had 2 live stages. We'll talk all about it with the team, with the group that won it. But I did wanted to give my personal shout outs to the team that I was cooking with. Me and Hatch went out there and competed. 4th Hog, we did it. We had 4th Hog, Team Joey, Team Tung, Team Second Line Swine. They did the lug work. Me and Hatch did the boxing, and we dressed it up, made it look pretty, sauced it up, put our seasonings on it, turned it in. 4th Hog at Hogs for the Cause. So we're very proud of that. We finished 16th overall. Enough about us. We're going to talk to the team that won it here in just a minute. But you know what we do. Before we get to any and all of that, it's time to bring producer Ty in. Ty, get in here, my man.
What's going on, Rob?
How you doing, brother? We missed you.
I'm doing, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was a little under the weather last week, but, man, it looked like an awesome event for you to come out and tell me, Ty, this is an event you need to go to next week. I already told the guys like that makes me want to go to it that much more.
Absolutely. It was great. The whole thing. And again, we're going to be talking about it all night long with the team that won it. And so we'll have that in just a minute. But time to give some shout outs to the Gooder gang that is watching right now. And again, if you are new to this show, we've got a lot of people that are going to be new tonight. We do the show each and every Wednesday. Me and producer Ty. My name is Rob. We do this each and every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. You're going to be automatically part of the Gooder gang if you watch this, and especially if you comment, because you get some special shout outs at the beginning of the show. So first up, Armando De Luna, my buddy. Evening, Gooder gang. G-Walt checking in. What's up, Gooder gang? I want to read that one. Firebox Barbecue. There's Jay. What's going on, my man? Nicho Hernando. What's going on? Larry Vaughn. Afternoon from Northbound in South Jersey. Another load of monkey pickles. All right, my man. Robert Leal Jr. What is up? Lobster Bucket. He is on a roll. I think this is 8 or 9 weeks in a row. I get to drink my old fashioned and watch the So Smoking Gooder show. This is a good birthday. Happy birthday, Lobster Bucket.
Happy birthday, Lobster Bucket.
There he is right there. Corby Simpkins. Good evening, Gooder gang. Bobby Delgado. Hey, Ty, am I loud? I sound loud in my ear. Is it good?
No, you seem fine to me. I'll turn the music down.
No, it's not you. It's my voice. So I'm going to turn my earbuds down. Bobby Delgado, Quattro D Drum Smoker. What's up, Gooder gang? Birthday, CB Barboza as well. It's his birthday. Burley Gunter, what's up, boys? Burley Gunter and the team from 360 Barbecue, James Powell, and all that fun group. They're going to be on next Wednesday. We got the 360 boys on next Wednesday. Who else we got? Richard Buddy Howe. There's Buddy Howe cooking with 16 cracklins this weekend. Got to see him. They had a great weekend. There's Bobby Ray. Bobby Ray just continues to kill it. That's a young and up and coming. I don't know if he's up and coming anymore. I think he's here. Jen Lee. What's up, Jen Lee? Good evening, Gooder gang. Steven Lozano. What's up? Lance Bracco. What's going on? Smoking D's. How are you? Digging that lid. Yeah, me too. This is pretty sweet. I'm digging the shirt, digging the lids, digging everything. I unveiled the tent this weekend. More on that later. Chad Vasquez, what's going on? Who else we got? Bobby Boom in the house. Marcio Borgazon. I got to see Marcio. Great to see you as well, bro. Danton Townsend with the big GC. Congratulations. Jackie Milligan. I'll see her in a couple weeks. Tung Win. There he is right there. What's the difference? Stout and IPA? Oh, yeah. Don't ask me. Either one of them, I'm not really touching them, especially the IPAs. David Earhart, good evening from Prairie Fresh. What's up, David? Thank you very much for tuning in. Love your product. Let's go. I don't know what's more damage to Hogs. Yeah, Miss Shirley's. The Sakia had Sakia at Miss Shirley's. Uwe Braun, missed you guys. Miss you too, bro. All righty then. Thank you to the Gooder gang chiming in. I told the boys 8:10 to 8:15. We're right on schedule. You know who's not right on schedule? Boys, if y'all got them on, I'm working. We're going to bring you on in just a minute. But Craig, why don't you send a message to the team lead, and we'll get him on here in just a minute. But we're going to do the show regardless. Let's bring him in here. Let's bring in Eric Hodson with Boars Night Out. We got Tristan. Is it Hewatt? How am I saying it wrong, Tristan? Bring Tristan in.
Hewitt. Yeah, Hewitt.
You know why I keep mentioning Watt? It's because of JJ Watt here in Houston, right? So
you
got to say Watt. And then, of course, we got Craig Carter from Ace's Wild Barbecue. What is up, guys? Welcome to the show. Thank y'all for coming on to the show.
Hey, David. Hey, if anybody's going to answer a text, it's David from Prairie Fresh. So, David, text Brad and say, get your butt on here.
Well, when Brooke was out, I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. She can't do it. She's solo tonight. What's up, Gabe Trevino? There he is right there, smoking Volts in the house. Nico Russ. Anyway, hey, congratulations, boys and the whole team over there with Carnivore Carnival. What an amazing weekend that y'all had out there. But before we get to the weekend, why don't each of y'all speak on what Hogs for the Cause means to each of you independently? Eric, please start, because man, this was my first experience with it, and I'm totally in love with this whole thing.
Hogs for the Cause is obviously it's a great contest. It's for a great cause. Boars Night Out's been part of charity since its inception in 2006. So helping the kids out special to us. Alan and his dad have been part of the Shriners and the Shriners Hospital, most of their lives. So giving back to the kids and trying to help out, any way we can with any charity is, pretty special to us. And seeing where the money goes, like you said, we know where the money's going when it's raised for hogs. They're housing families that are trying to take care of their kids, and it's just super special to see it. These people are super passionate about what they do. And it's not just the organizers. The teams are super passionate about raising this money for a cause, not just to go out and party and cook barbecue. That's all ancillary to raising the money. And that's what's super cool to me.
100%. Well said. Well said. Tristan, speak on it for you. I don't know how many years you've been doing it, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah. This is our third year doing it, and to your point, it's one of my favorite competitions. I mean, I love it. I love it when we can compete, have fun, and raise money for charity. So it kind of checks all the boxes, and we have a blast doing it, and it's always fun when you win.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, Craig, you've done a lot of these, as all of y'all have. Y'all done all over the country, doing events and contests and everything related to barbecue. But what does this mean to you as well, Craig?
Man, charities have always been a part of what I do and have helped out with and everything. And 4 years ago, we've been doing hogs for 3 years. 4 years ago, we were at the American Royal and we were sitting there talking, and it was like, hey, Marcio keeps on going down and winning this contest and compete, and we could never get him to the American Royal barbecue. So we were like, let's put a team together and go down to Hogs for the Cause. And they're like, it's for a great charity. And it was like, let's go. And there's nobody in our group at Pigapalooza in Kansas City that says no to charities. And that's when we put together Carnivore Carnival.
Yep.
Marcio is Hog Addiction. They do well out there. I think they were second or third overall this year as well. You see some of the big hog teams out there, Tim Shear with Piggy Stardust was out there. Grant Pinkerton, who we know well down here in Texas. Obviously the Shed, who y'all were cooking with as well. And all of you guys are in your own rights. Y'all put together a freaking all-star team out there. There he is right there. You made the grand Shed head. Brad, if you can hear me, turn your phone sideways. That'd be great. But man,
he's already sideways.
I was gonna say that. It's pitch black in the background.
Hey, I'm in.
You're in, bro.
Yes.
Can you do sideways on the phone?
Oh, can I?
There you are. Beautiful.
Just tilt your head sideways, Brad.
Oh man, this makes it so awkward. I'm sitting in my backyard right now. I got kicked out of the house.
But
hey, I got my monument grill over here, and the boys. All right, let me see if I can do that. All right, y'all quit paying attention to me for a minute. I've been celebrating.
Quit paying attention while you get settled. We were just going around the horn talking about what Hogs for the Cause means to each of us. That was my first experience doing it. I know this isn't your first go around. We'll come back to you in just a second. But how'd you guys come up with the name, the collaboration, and then go with the name Carnivore Carnival, which fit because y'all had the Weber carousel out front. So
all right, I think I'm back.
All right, you're back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're in. You're in. Hey, Brad, we went around the horn talking about what this event means to each and every one of us. How about you? What does Hogs for the Cause mean to you and Brooke and everybody with the Shed?
Well, I've been backstage the whole time, so I heard what everybody had to say, and Hogs for the Cause is the one to win, and our team showed up. The Carnivore Carnival crushed.
Y'all did.
And it's a group of friends that, got together and had done a bunch of events. I mean, you look at the accolades of Boars Night Out, 3 Taxi Guys, The Shed, Aces Wild, all the crazy stuff that Craig Carter's building. We're all building our own empires. But this Carnivore Carnival, we are building together. And 3 Taxi Guys and Ricky Bobby has been the biggest raiser of funds for us, and just an integral part of the Carnivore Carnival. And to lose Ricky Bobby this year, and then Tristan and Calvin showing up, and Boars Night Out crushing the Hog. We got the win. I'm not really sure how we came up with the name though. Carnivore Carnival.
That was at the American Royal Barbecue 3 years ago.
Yep.
And I mean, it was like, hey, let's do something cool. I mean, we do crazy stuff, and I think it just went around we could probably go back to a group thread if we could find that somewhere or another.
Well, we always
like,
hey, it fits with y'all's Ferris wheel out in front, man.
Definitely.
Dude, it was way before the Ferris wheel. It was
way before.
We went through a couple of mock-ups of logos and stuff, and the first year we went into New Orleans just kind of blind and just like, I mean, it was crazy.
And Ricky Bobby, he was our ringleader. So it's a carnival. So we wanted to do something crazy, and I've got all these props of different, movie props, and we thought, okay, we'll bring all this fun stuff like a carnival, and then the Carnivore Carnival, and Ricky Bobby was our ringleader. Always wore the big tails, biggest smile you've ever seen. And I think that's really what pushed us in that direction. I think the only thing that we're missing right now is the actual carnival tent.
Yeah.
Because we got our grand championship, boys.
Maybe that's a precursor to next year. Maybe have a carnival tent out there for sure. Shout out to Marcio is watching from Hog Addiction. He's a badass hog cook, and his whole team out there.
Congratulations on
third,
reserve.
I think is what. Maybe reserve.
He got second. Reserve.
He got reserve.
I don't want to sell him short. Reserve.
And
hell yeah.
And Marcio's a very, very dear friend of ours, and he supported us 100% when we decided we wanted to come in and cook Hogs for a Cause. I think Eric and everybody can contest to that. He's amazing. I mean, just an amazing dude and family and cook. His team is amazing. So.
Absolutely. And the numbers of raising money out there, all the teams that did well out there seem to be called whenever they are talking about the top fundraisers for the event as well. Randy Pauly's in the house. I got to hang out with Randy Pauly from Holy Cow Cookers. He was in our booth doing his son is amazing, Cooper. Samantha Cherry, hello. Samantha Candace is in the house. Brian Moyers, what's up, Brian? I just want to give him, and the Shed. They said we're looking good. It's probably Brooke right there, looking good, boys.
No doubt.
We miss you here. She keeps y'all all in line, so y'all are a pretty fun group of boys.
Well, we're only as good as our sponsors. With David from Melinda's, David E. Hart from Prairie Fresh, stoking up the coals with the the pork tenderloins wrapped in bacon that we cooked on the smoker and then deep fried like a corn dog. So the corn hogs.
I had one of those, by the way. Really.
And the list was I mean, we raised a bunch of money by having the products we needed to sell. And that's what's fun about Hogs for the Cause. Also is that we have to work as a team. And we're selling and vending at the same time that we're trying to win the grand championship. And the synergy of the team this year was just it was perfect.
Yeah, right on.
Absolutely. So there were different categories. For those that don't know, Hogs for the Cause is obviously all about the pig, right? All about the hog. You go, the main showstopper is the hog, but then they have the shoulder category, the rib category, pork puree, which is, I guess, chef's choice with pork included. Am I saying that right, guys?
Yep.
What did y'all do for the pork puree entry? And who took the lead on that sucker?
Craig.
I took the lead on that and a couple of side dishes, and I was blown away when we were sitting there on the stage at the last, and they were like, "The pork puree is
my bad time.
Gonna determine who wins this bitch." And I was like, "Oh shit."
No pressure.
And I mean, no pressure. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, well, I mean, it was good. And Brad, I don't know. I don't think Eric got a chance to taste it. I know Brad got a chance to taste it.
I did.
And Brooke and a few other people, and it was a pretty amazing dish. And it was something I've done for almost 7 years, and I hadn't done it for a couple of years, and I decided to bring it back and do it and add a little twist to it. And
what was it exactly? Do we have a picture of it?
Turnip soup.
I do not believe you.
It started with like the Mexican street corn elote, and our buddy Fritz, who is an integral part of our team. He was the chef at the Pentagon for years, and man, we asked him, hey, we need this badass, elote, fire roasted corn. And man, it really carried us for the weekend. And Craig, tell them about what you did with it.
And I did, so I've done a Scotch egg for a while now. And I was like, all right, I'm going to skip the traditional stuff that I've always done, that always hit. And I looked at Fritz. I go, let's make a creamy elote corn. And I go, we cooked up a bunch of Prairie Fresh bacon and chopped it up, put it in that elote corn, and I injected it into this sausage, bacon wrapped sausage, and covered it in Ace's Wild barbecue sauce and Boars Night Out, White Lightning, and everything, and there was a lot going on there, but yeah,
there was it was the Prairie Fresh, the applewood bacon wrapped, and then it had a mango salsa scenario going on the very top of that too.
That had the Melinda's hot. That had the Melinda's hot honey on it.
Yep. So yeah, you put the hot honey on it, and then took the mango salsa, which was like perfectly chopped. Shout out again to Fritz.
I had some of that hot honey on the corn hog. It's good stuff. It was really good.
That was the pork puree was definitely a wild dish. I mean, when it went in, I was like, okay. And the flavor just kept going and going and going. And in that, the elote salad, or the elote fire roasted corn, what'd y'all do with that bacon that you put in? Was that the pork belly that Scotty had made? And then y'all used that?
That was the day before that got fifth.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about that one too, man. I'm telling you, every single look, I watched every single box come together. and it went together so amazing. First thing I did when I showed up on site, which I was a little bit late, here.
Just like
it was my birthday on Friday, so I had a little excuse. But I put my hand over the smoker, the Boars Night Out smoker, and I took right over the chimney, and I smelled that hog, and I knew right there I was invigorated, and I said, we are going to win this whole thing. And it just, like dominoes, man, it was very, very, it was one of the best cooking experiences that I've ever had.
Well, when I visited y'all's group, y'all were just relaxed, chill, and having a good time and feeling pretty good. And that was contest day when I was over there. Tristan, we haven't heard from you yet, man. Talk about your experience and you know, what your role was and everything, because we all know your father and you know, we, like I mentioned prior to coming on, we did talk about him because he's a big barbecue legend, you know, all across, you know, it's mainly a lot of Texas guys watch this show, but we all know who Ricky Bobby is. And I've had the pleasure of meeting him at the shed. I've met him at the shed during the steak cook-off that they've done over there. Just a big, you know, ball of life, man. He was really great. And it was a pleasure meeting him. And he was always friendly every time I met him. And he didn't know who I was at the time. So just a great barbecue ambassador, your father.
Yeah, you know, he was really passionate about this event. You know, he loved it, not only just going there, but he loved raising the money for, you know, breaking the records and raising as much as he possibly could. You know, shout out Jamie Campalonga, another one of our team members, you know, I guess our head team member now that my dad has passed. And he really stepped up and helped us raise a lot of money. So shout out to him. And like I said, it's an honor to be involved with it and to be able to raise all that money and to cook with Boars Night Out, the Shed, Aces Wild. Just being a part of that event, it really is special. And, you know, I'll never forget it.
Absolutely. You were dressed to the nines too at awards.
Yep, absolutely.
All of y'all were.
Brad dressed me.
He dressed you well. You were sharp dressed men. Of course, Eric wearing the fur. I don't know. Hopefully no one threw anything at you, my man. But Eric, talk about your role with Boars Night Out. People know Boars Night Out. Everybody's heard of White Lightning and your seasonings out there. And
hey, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I want to introduce you to Boars Night Out that cooked the whole hog at Hogs for the Cause. And absolutely, it was a brilliant thing to see. The news was there early. They caught it. I don't know if y'all saw that clip, but the lady's like, oh, it's not that pretty to look at right now. And Brooke's like, darling, I beg to differ. It's pretty beautiful to me. And ladies and gentlemen, Boars Night Out. Eric, what you got, baby?
As he said, I'm Eric Hodson from Boars Night Out. My role is, you know, head guy of the team, me and Alan Smith. We're a whole hog team. You know, we do a lot of whole hogs. It's kind of our specialty. We know the shed is too. So how we determine who's going to cook the hog at Hogs for the Cause is who places highest at Memphis in May the year prior.
Oh,
so that's how we figure out who's cooking this hog. So we were 9th this past year at Memphis in May, and the shed fell just outside of the 10th. And so we cooked the hog.
10th. We got 10th.
You got beat, is what he said.
Ass whooping. We ass whooping. We got an ass whooping.
Exactly.
Right.
We were fortunate enough to, you know, have Jim Compart send us a 160-pound Compart hog. We got her trimmed up. We cook our hogs on their back instead of running style or robo hog style.
Okay.
So when we lay it on its back, we can get a ton of bark on it, and we know bark's flavor. And we nailed it. We ended up with a perfect score whole hog, and couldn't have been more proud. You know, just because we cooked the hog, and we took on shoulder this year as well, and ended up with a 3rd shoulder. Damn. But it took a whole team to, you know, to make it happen. So just proud to be a part of it, and you know, we all work real well together, and hell, just have a good time doing it as well.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, not only were they grand champions of the entire event, they won Hog, right? And that Hogs for the Cause, that's the category you definitely want to come out on top on. And congratulations to Team Carnivore Carnival. And Eric, great job, my man. I had the pleasure of being at the American Royal with one of the Hogapaloozas that Craig put on. I was a judge. And I remember, and I've talked about this many times, one of the coolest things that I got to see the sheds and their presentation, beautiful. They had the Willis out there and saw that. I've seen it many times. It's beautiful. They do an amazing job. I remember you cut the skin out and you handed it to a team member. And then at the end of your presentation, this dude came back with fresh cracklings. And that was pretty, pretty special. I was like, okay. They're on to something here. It got an extra tick on my card there, what y'all did there. So not surprised of y'all's accolades with Hog. All of you guys, Hog is a big deal. It's coming to Texas thanks to Grant Pinkerton and what he's doing to bring it. There's some other teams that are kind of introducing Hog to us out here, but to go over there and be in that environment to see y'all at y'all's game, it was pretty special. And for y'all to come out on top, I wasn't surprised one bit whenever I heard that y'all were number one out there. And we were fourth. I'm still happy with that. I'm still happy with that. Yeah. Our team out there, Second Line Swine, did a good job. But man, what a fun time. All right, let's talk. How are the ribs and everything else? I'm sure y'all's name was y'all drug some what on everybody. Y'all kick butt.
We left Craig Carter on the stage for one of the awards, and nobody on the team even realized that we had even gotten that call. He was up there old crutch style. We're like, all right, they said, oh, Craig, you stay up here, because they were tired of watching him walk up there. Hell, they weren't even thinking about me. Gee whiz. And then Brooke almost fell up the stairs. How do you fall up the stairs? But yeah, it seemed like we got a call in every category. Shout out to Rum Runners and Rob and Amy. They drove their barrel up from Orlando, Florida. And Rob's always pretty OCD with his cook. Like, he's got to get it right. And you know what? He nailed it down. Those ribs were tender, flavorful. Awesome. The shoulder category also, when I saw the different cuts, because Boars Night Out does it so, it's a very, very unique way. If they ever teach class, you need to take that class. Of all the different cuts that go in the box, and man, that shoulder that it was so tender, and it really, the ribs went in the box perfect. We did sauce them up pretty heavy because I feel like Louisiana, it's a saucy, it's got some spice to it. But we really didn't throw anything outside of the box. I feel like Boars Night Out did exactly what they do every single time. Rob and Amy from Rum, they did the same thing. Craig Carter, the party starter, the mayor of Titty City, always putting down the ancillaries, and with Tristan and Calvin. And I mean, every once in a while, you got to remember, somebody just needs somebody to hand them something. It might be a beer, might be a doobie, whatever it is. You got to remember, it takes the entire team, and Ricky Bobby pushed the Carnivore Carnival to perfection, and it's a sight to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Brooke's watching. She put the stats up there. Ty pulled him up there because, like I mentioned, y'all had a day, right? Overall grand champion, first place Hog, first place with a perfect 600 score, third place Pork Paris Third place, bacon. Fifth place, ribs. 12th place, barbecue sauce. Fourth place, wings. 21st place, blue plate mayonnaise. Still not sure what that category is. I guess you got to use the mayonnaise. In 34th place, whatever that was. But and there's not 20 teams out there. There's 90 plus teams out there. It's a big event. One of my favorite things out there was the team names out there and just walking around and seeing the displays. And y'all's display was really awesome with the Weber Ferris wheel, which I got to compete with at Houston with the Food Sport Pro League or something like that. Good times. But just, seeing the names, I want to go around the horn. What was y'all's favorite team name out there at Hogs for the Cause? I have my favorite. I want to go around. If y'all can think about that real quick. Who wants to go first? Because there's a lot of good team names out there for Hogs for the Cause.
I think Hoggy Style is a good one, but I'm a big fan of the Carnivore Carnival myself.
You can't pick your own name. You can't. That was good. If people are out there, I see some people putting their team names out there. If y'all were out there and y'all saw some of the team names out there, put them in there. We'll highlight them up here. Lena says Pork Hub. Yeah, my son, I was telling him all the team names out there. And when I came to Pork Hub, he laughed. I was like, why do you know about this?
I think the best one was, what was it, like 16 Cracklins or something like
that? Yeah, that
was
a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good
one.
That one's solid.
My favorite out there was David Hasselhog.
that was my pick.
Well, David Hasselhog, you got to remember the one that says it all, and the reason why everybody's there is because.
Sorry, Tristan.
The reason why everybody's there is because they do have a hog addiction. I'm just saying.
That's a good one.
Just putting it out there.
Addiction is a good one.
We got it. We got it bad. Now I'm actually worried after seeing Eric and Boys Night Out cook their hog shit. I'm like, we're gonna have to do something in Memphis in May to beat that.
Have to,
because it was freaking phenomenal, man. I've seen so many hogs, so many cooks, so many fails. But man, that was, and then the judges loving it. Perfect score, brother.
Hey, big shout out to Chris Lytle and Alan Smith. They're an intricate part of making that hog what it is.
Absolutely. Sweetie's in the house. He says the Porcalypse Now. That's a good one. Piggy Stardust. Someone said, why are you laughing, son? On Pork Hub. I guess mom's in the house. She's
big
watching.
Shout out to Daryl.
Yeah, you're Daryl. Sweetie did well out there as well.
He was our neighbor.
Yeah, good neighbor.
Really good neighbor. Let us borrow his generator. And if somebody's gonna let you borrow their generator, then they get to share the win also. So
well, I'm glad you mentioned Rob and Amy. I love that group, that husband and wife team. They're a big part of the shed. Every time I'm with you guys, I feel like they're there as well. Glad to know that they killed it in ribs. They're amazing out there. I saw Scotty out there. That guy is just a worker bee. He's amazing. Your whole team, Brad and Brooke, and everything y'all have done out there with the shed is pretty awesome. And the whole story there, and went out to destination spot for travelers going through and across I-10 is pretty cool.
Yep, we're keeping the beer cold, the barbecue fresh, and keeping the blues cranked up loud. That's the way we're doing it.
I love it. Well, talk about the moment. When did y'all realize? I mean, obviously they called hog first. I think that was the first category they called, and y'all won that one. That was kind of odd that they called that one first, and the other ones. But how were y'all feeling at that point? I mean, at that point, it's house's money. Obviously, first place hog at Hogs for the Cause. But when are y'all feeling? Y'all probably walking up. I mean, I saw the swag walking up. Y'all probably feeling good going up to awards. But when did y'all realize this is probably our day here?
When we showed up to the park. No, I'm telling you, there was 95 teams there, and 94 of them took an old school ass whooping.
Hey, yes, we did.
I'm telling you, the Carnivore Carnival showed up, and if you want to have a goal of a barbecue team, that's how tight it's got to be.
No, it was great. Y'all put, like I mentioned, y'all collabed and had. I mean, it's not like you pulled some scrubs off the street there, Brad. You got some world class pit masters there. My buddy Chris Hatcher, who was with me, he's like, he even said this. He goes, "Man, they're just dragging their nuts across everybody tonight," because it's pretty much what happens. Like, man, there it was, Carnivore Carnival.
What, Eric? I know, Eric, you were about to say something, and Tristan, I'm curious. When was it that y'all thought, boom, we're about to win this whole freaking thing?
Well, I'll start with it started on Thursday for me. You know, we were standing around and we were just kind of getting our setup going, and I looked up and the only bird in the sky was a bald eagle, and it was circling over our spot. Nice. And you know, I told everybody, I said, I want everybody to look up, and everybody looked up, and the only bird up there was that bald eagle. And I said, there's Ricky Bobby right there looking down on us. And I said, guys, this is our weekend. I said, we just got to put our shit together, and we got to nail it. And that kind of started it off for me. Just kind of, you know, when you have a little fire lit under you, you tend to do just a little better. And, you know, we turned out good blind boxes. So when we turned in those boxes, I just had a good feeling then. And when they called us for first place hog, I was like, here we go. You know, we're going to keep this momentum up. When we get a first place hog at Boars Night Out, it's going to be a good day. And then when they called us for shoulder, I told everybody to, you know, strap them cleats up tight because it's time to do some walking. And
then winning shoes, then walking shoes.
Then walking shoes.
We could feel Ricky Bobby in the air, that's for sure.
Look at that photo right there.
There it is.
Good stuff. That is good stuff. That is good stuff.
Yeah, it was super special when the announcers tell you, you know, y'all don't go too far. It's always a good sign.
That is pretty good. That is absolutely pretty good.
We totally missed the whole call, y'all. We left Craig Carter up on the stage by himself.
It's because nobody would carry him down the stairs.
They didn't have a ramp for you, Craig? Come on.
Hey, I'm telling you, that was so great. So great.
Craig, you
Carter,
might be muted. I can't hear you. Oh, he's gonna log back in and log back out. So y'all obviously done a lot of Memphis in May. You know, that's another hog event, right? How does this compare to that? I know Memphis it's regarded as, you know, the big four, right? But how does this one compare to that one? You know, I was there when y'all won as well. Brad, when the Shed won whole hog at Memphis in May. I was there to see that one as well. How does this compare to that one?
Tristan, when did you think we were going to win that whole freaking thing?
Oh, just watching Eric work, man. As soon as I saw how serious he was and how much he wanted to win that, you know, you could feel Ricky Bobby in the air. I knew we were winning that.
Memphis has more bitches.
Yeah.
It was prolific. It really was. It was
all weekend. Everybody was just chill, just dialed in.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's what we've all been waiting for, is the opportunity to get together as friends and, you know, supporters, you know, like Prairie Fresh, Operation Barbecue Relief, the National Barbecue Association, all the podcasts we can possibly be on. You think about the amount of miles that all of the teams involved with the Carnivore Carnival have put out there in barbecue, and the classes we've taught and the lessons we've learned.
Culmination. Absolutely. Man, you're smiling big time, Brad. I love it.
I'm telling, I mean, I'm literally sitting here in my backyard and I can barely talk. I just got trying to figure out. I mean, when you get a call in almost every category at the competition you want to win, because there's no prize money.
Right.
We raise money for kids.
Exactly.
This is bragging rights, man.
That was one of the main things I took away from that event was going around and speaking to people about that event. And that's the very first thing that they mentioned. You know, it's why we're there. Obviously, it's a competition. And when you look around, you see the competition out there and you want, as a competitor, you want to do well. But the fact that everybody puts that first and foremost in the front end is, you know, why we're there is to raise money and to support families battling this terrible pediatric brain cancers is got to be one of the worst for a parent, right? And so to support families like that for that, you know, and I mentioned at the top of the show, yeah, it's great to raise money for research, but to where we know the money is going to the families battling this, that's what it's about. And that's what I gained from walking around and talking and seeing everybody and just, you know, talking about the fundraising that happens all throughout the year. And we're going to do something on this show. You know, people are able to, let's start it off tonight. People are able to donate and do super chats on there. If y'all want to do some super chats, if you're on YouTube, every bit of this is going to go towards our fundraising event for Second Line Swine for next year. Because it just starts, it's a year-long thing, right? It's not just 2 months out, right? It's to raise the money that people out there did. It's not, like I mentioned, it's not a 2 months, 6 months, 3 month thing. You got it throughout this entire year. And I already know Grant Pinkerton's already started the next day. He was like, oh, it takes $25. You know, that gets us kick-started, and that's what they did. And they raised over $100,000 just themselves. So pretty amazing why we're all out there to do that. And to win it, got to be cherry on top.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to give another shout out to the Shed crew.
Did we forget? Let's talk about what you guys got going on. 100%. Go ahead.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Shed crew because they're down there. They're close, and Scotty and Bug, and I mean, Chuck, everybody behind the scenes. There's so much they do for all of us to come in town 3 days and do this event. And I want to give a shout out to the Shed, Burke and Brad, and the whole crew that prep, load, gets things down there, staging and everything, and make things happen. And we couldn't do it without them.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about, let's go around the horn real quick and see what's new with Boars Night Out. I mean, obviously kicking butt out there. First place hog as part of the Carnival. Golly, that's almost a tongue twister when you had a couple earlier. But what's going on with Boars Night Out, my man?
Boars Night Out is getting prepped for our next contest, which is next weekend. Is a warm up for Memphis May. It's called South Haven Spring Fest. It's local in town. It's where a lot of the big heavy hitters will go before Memphis in May and try to get a warm up in. So, you know, we're coming off this win. We've got coming off a win at MBBQA, coming off a win in Key West. So we're trying to keep, the winning streaks going. And, we're just working our butt off, trying to keep this thing moving forward. Got a lot of good teammates that make that easy on us. So we're just heading into the cooking season. Soon as it gets hot, we're gonna hang up the tongs and we're gonna get the boat out and we're gonna float for a few weeks. That's what's going on with BNO.
Absolutely. Tristan, what's going on with you guys and Three Taxi guys? How are you guys?
we're getting prepped for Memphis. We're trying to bring this energy, this good winning energy to Memphis. And obviously with my father passing, it was a big shock to our team. But we're going to continue the legacy. We're going to do it bigger and better than ever.
I love it. He's definitely watching over you guys. And like y'all mentioned, he was a big part of the weekend. Craig Cotter, the party starter. Party ender is what I was calling you because I saw you. What's going on with that? How you feeling, man? And where you at in the timeline of being healed?
I'm another month and a half out. So it's but I'm staying positive. I'm getting ready for Memphis in May. I cook with Boars Night Out.
Sweet.
We're cooking the Live Fire Championship along with regular Memphis in May. and working on kicking it. I mean, getting a call on all those side dishes and everything else. These guys got the hogs under control, and I've past 5 or 6 years, I've tried to take the load off of them and spearheaded the side dishes and stuff like that. And coming off a good year too, won the shed, won Baron Burton's, the barbecue portion of it.
Right.
Break a leg.
Yeah.
And won a few others in between here and there, and it's been a good year so far. So just looking to keep it rolling, and hogs for the cause. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Craig, you also are a big part of the Ferris wheel you've been dragging around the country. Talk about that and what is all of that? Like I mentioned, I had a pleasure of competing with my buddy Hatch. That's where Robsky and Hatch came from. We competed there, did very well. We were competing on Friday. I think we won our day. We were the first team.
Yeah,
anyway.
you did. You did.
And
that was fun.
But we couldn't compete day 2 because it was during open turn-ins at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And sorry, but that trumped that event. But talk about that event. It was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. Film crews were there. Apparently it's going to be, shown later. What can you give us an update on what's going on with the food sport league type thing and what you got? What's your involvement with that?
With the food sport league, I know they got a lot of stuff in the works right now, and a lot of more stuff coming down the road. It all started the shed and then went to Houston, and I know there's more stuff coming down.
Cool.
Coming down. So yeah, we'll see what they come up with. It's going to be fun. I know the Ferris wheel is going to be not Houston, but Memphis in May. And we'll see where that goes from there. So
awesome. And
it's
Brad,
fun.
Talk about the shed, baby. Y'all just seem to be keep rolling and going. Love you guys.
We planted 50 palm trees. And so there's palm trees all over the shed, or not the shed, but the campground right next door.
Nice.
Which we're starting to fill the campground up for the Rib Rumble and the BCA that we just announced and some of the other competitions. But we're doing the same thing. We're
gearing up.
We're keeping the beer cold. We're keeping the barbecue fresh, always with Prairie Fresh. And we're keeping the blues music rocking, man. This has been one of the best weeks of my life.
Heck yeah. That's saying a lot. That's awesome. I don't know if y'all heard me earlier, but y'all all are getting ready for Memphis in May. That's a special contest. It's right. It's regarded as one of the big 4, with the Jack, Houston, American Royal, Memphis in May. How did this win compare? Because y'all done very well there. Y'all won it. A couple of y'all have. Talk about this win compared to that. I mean, it's a different type of event, right? We talked about the charity. That's different than Memphis in May, but how do they compare, or if they do compare?
I'll jump in on this one. I've been going to Memphis in May since 1985. I've cooked it since 2006 every year. Memphis in May is a special contest. It's where the big dogs play. You want to cook whole hogs and be something in that game, you got to be in Memphis in May. But winning Hogs for the Cause, being able to cook with the people we normally cook against, is something special. We've got a tight bond with the shed and the taxi guys and Rob and Amy and everybody that's a part of the carnival. Aces Wild, everybody that shows up. It's super fun and super special to join forces with these people that we heckle on every other weekend because they're our buddies. Right. And, to beat the shed or to beat Marcio or Aces Wild or the taxi guys is no small feat. So when you get to kind of join forces, and we all learn something from each other while we're there cooking, and that's something that's cool too. But being able to cook with everybody is what's special about Hogs for the Cause, and Memphis in May in a few weeks. We're going to be friendly, but I'm there to kick their ass at Memphis in May.
All right. Who's dragging nuts on who is basically, we'll find out in a couple of weeks. Right?
Well, I've always said,
pants on.
I've always said every team on here has the ability to win. They just got a final in whole hog, unless they're finaling against me, because I'm gonna kick that ass.
Who's the showman in Memphis in May? Who when they come back, when y'all final, who's doing the presentation for the shed? Is it you, Brad?
Well, Brooke? it's a whole team effort. We final this year. I mean, I like to celebrate every moment of life. But you final, that'd be our 5th time finaling. That'd be huge. But honestly, I'm looking forward to standing outside of somebody else's booth this year. Hopefully it's 3 Taxi Guys, Boars Night Out, and cheering them on during finals. And when we're in finals, them coming to our booth and cheering us on like we always have. I
think his battery died or what? Something happened, but somebody said Brooke. Yeah, I would let Brooke do that. She seems like she'd be just perfect at that. Burley Gunter, he's a Texas team. They're going to be at Memphis in May. He said they're coming for you. Texas team going to go out there to compete out there. Rob Dopp, 2018 was the best finals at Memphis. Well, that's pretty much what we had going on here. We do something called Rate My Boxes, and I would love to get you guys, world champion pitmasters, to rate a couple boxes before we get out of here. Would y'all be down for doing something like that?
Let's do it.
Why not?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So, Ty, do we got some boxes in here, my man? Oh, there he is. All right. He's in. Obviously, there's a KCBS box here. We rate them on it because we're used to a 10, 9, 8, 7 scale. 10 excellent, 9 very good, 8 fair, and 7 is poor and personal. People that are watching, you are welcome to participate in this event here. Again, 10 is excellent. That's your best score. 9, very good, 8 fair, and 7 is poor and personal. So, Tristan, I'll let you go first, man. What would you give this score on a 10 through 7 scale here?
Yes, sir, man. I'll give that a solid 9. I mean, that's looking beautiful.
Solid 9. Craig Carter, the party starter.
8.5.
8. Well, there's no high, so you're giving an 8 here. Tell me why 8. You got to explain if you give it an 8.
I mean,
just
burn ends are crooked in the box, and just totally. I'd rather have some green around the side. I mean, we're judging.
You're judging the box, right?
Yeah. We're judging the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd give it. I mean,
go ahead, Hodson.
I'm going to 8 as well. It's not very uniform. The slices are not evenly spaced apart. The greenery is not even around the outside. The meat itself actually looks, pretty good. I would have sauced it a little bit myself or with a little au jus, but I bet it tastes good. But I'm going 8.
Yeah, I'll go 9 on this one. I'll go with Tristan here. I would like to see some au jus on there. Kind of leaning a little dry here. I'm agreeing with you guys. I know we don't judge the greenery, but I don't want to see it, right? I don't want it to be noticeable. And to me, it seems like it's a little noticeable. So I'm gonna go low 9, but it's still a 9. I'm pretty friendly on this here. Next box, Ty. And if we ever get Brad back, I think his phone died. So if we get Brad back, great. But it's a pleasure having Brad on the show here. Obviously, it's a Texas box, no greenery in the box, so you can't judge that. Matt Orrison with an 8. I agree with you, Matt. What's up, Matt? That's a state champion right there. Rob Dobbs in the house. Lena, is that your sister or Tristan? Lena?
That's my brother's wife.
Okay, your
So
brother's wife.
my
She was
sister-in-law.
She was wondering what you knew about Pork Hub as well.
That was one of the best. That was one of the best names at Hogs for the Cause.
That was.
They had the tasting couch.
That's great.
They were right beside us.
That was great. All right, JJ Daly, what's up, JJ? He's giving this box an 8. Daddy Dutch is giving it a 7.
Woof.
I'll go first since I'm used to Texas boxes here. Hey, clean your lens a little bit, please. I don't know that they sliced it against the grain.
It's pretty
here.
thick.
Yeah, it's a little different here. I'm okay with the fat because we like a little fat here down here. I know in KCBS I would trim that sucker way down here, but I am gonna give it an 8. It doesn't look like it's to me. It doesn't look what I would like to see here. So 8 for me. Go ahead, Craig.
I'll go 8.
All right.
Since you did 8.
Eric?
I'm going 8 as well. Even though it's symmetrical in the box, it just don't appeal to me, honestly.
Is it me, or does it look like they sliced it with the grain instead of?
It looks like, yeah, it's off the grain.
Yeah, it's like gonna pull differently. All right, go ahead, Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, definitely an 8 on that. It's definitely a little thick, I would say. And
I'm all right with the thickness as long as it's tender, right? So in the pull,
yeah, that's true.
The pull's good. Yeah. All right, 8 across the board. There's not a score for that. There's not a special straight 8 tie, is there? I don't think so. I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, next, got us a steak box in the house. Matt Overson's in the comments too, and I know you boys know about steak as well. Yeah, I think he's talking about the brisket here. Matt's comments, but got us a steak box here. I will go first since I'm not. Well, I mean, I did have second place steak at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and first at San Antonio. No, second again, San Antonio. Matt Overson gave it a 9, so that's the marker there. I mean, I'll give it a 9 here. That front end is kind of drawing my attention there, so I can't give it a straight 10, but I will give it a 9 here. I do like the marks. Looks good. Color looks good. Probably tastes good, but again, just appearance here. 9 for me. Tristan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 9 as well. There's definitely some stragglers there hanging out, but it looks decent.
All right, good. Sandy with an 8. Dwayne Booher with a 10. Freaking 10. Daddy Dutch 10. Rob Dopp 10. Lauren with a 9. Steve Quint 9. The Shed. There's Brooke still watching. Queen Sandy in the house. Okay, go ahead. And Tristan, you gave it a 9 as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, Eric.
Boy, all of y'all are wrong on this steak.
Okay.
If it's an 8, I'd be surprised. There's a lot going on with this. The trim is all wrong on it for a comp steak. The lines are horrible because not one of them are straight. Not one diamond is the same shape or size, and it looks like it's been chewed on already.
Yeah. See, this is why
if you want me to be honest,
we do. That's trying to help. We're trying to help this steak cook. Right.
That's why Eric's the champ right there.
I did see Matt gave it a 9 though, so that was the marker there. So what did you score? You said if it scores an 8, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, if you really want to judge it how a judge is going to judge that steak, it's not going to get a good appearance score.
All right. So 8 from Eric, low 8 apparently.
Yeah.
Struggling on that 8. Craig Cotta. After hearing all that, you sticking with a 9? Oh, his volume went out again.
Your volume.
Give me a hand signal. A 1.
A 1.
All right, Ty. We're gonna do 2 more boxes, and then we're gonna get out of here, my man. Because this has been great spending time with the champions from Hogs. for the cause. Carnivore Carnival. Get your okay. I was gonna say, okay. Poker face. That was me. Should have said that to myself. Obviously, got us a KCBS chicken box.
10.
Oh, all right. Eric, go ahead. You want to go first? Go first.
Yeah, I like the color of it. I like how all the thighs are relatively the same size. They're not blotchy. Overall, I think it's a solid box.
I'll go next. I see a lot of 10s in the house here. I'm gonna give this a 9. I don't love the color. I think it's a little too light for me. And to me, they're shifted a little to the left. I mean, we're just talking straight appearance. Like you can see the marker, the center marker of the box right there.
Yeah, true.
The ones on the left are way over. These are pushed over to the left here. We're talking appearance. I want it to be symmetrical. And so I want to see the same amount of green on the left and right. I'll give it a 9. Bass boating looks good. We say bass boating on this show. That is what we're talking about. The spices kind of, yeah, we call it bass boating. It's kind of going through. So 9 for me. I can't straight give it a 10. Craig, go ahead. There's Steve right there. 9, 10 if they were spaced evenly. All right. Yeah, take some time to line it up, says Rob Dopp. Or maybe this is box. Craig, can we hear you? Are you in?
Yeah, his volume's not working.
Okay. That's fine. Just look pretty, Craig. You're good. You're good. Come back in. Tristan, go ahead, bub.
Well, now that I know we're being Gordon Ramsay here.
Tristan.
No, I agree with you. It's a little light. It is. I like it a little darker, and it seems like the ones to the left are a little smaller than the ones to the right. So there's a little symmetry, not on there. But I mean, heck, with chicken, we're just talking appearance here. I'd probably give it like a 9, 9.5. But I mean, chicken's all about that bite, so I guess that's all it depends on.
Right. We're being really critical here because we're trying to be,
yeah.
10 by 10. Eddie Morales, 10. That's the pit father checking in. All right, Craig, can we hear you now? What do you want to score this one?
I do a 9.
Okay. Why? You're at KCBS. You've done a few of these.
I mean, for judging the whole box, it needs to be more symmetrical. And I mean, the chicken looks great.
Yeah.
Skin, symmetrical, but I think
we're there.
I would judge a 9.5 probably, but we're going in 7, 8, 9, so I go 9.
All right, and we're gonna do one final box and then we'll get out of here. I appreciate your guys' time. This has been fun tonight. Oh, y'all don't see many of these. This is a Texas half chicken here with wings. So this is a CBA box. Champions Barbecue Alliance allows you to do half chickens, wings, thighs, pretty much whatever it is, just no shredded. So
I zoomed in on this.
All right, I like it.
I'll tell you what, that's looking good right now to eat.
Well, go ahead, Tristan. I'll let you take the lead on this guy here.
Oh man, so I don't know much about these kind of chicken comps. I've never done one before.
This would be good because this is how our judges are. They're off the street. Our judges are not certified.
The color looks nice. It looks juicy. It looks moist. The box is kind of messy. I will say that there's not much like kind of feng shui going on there.
Yeah.
But the chicken looks good. The wings look good. I mean, it looks yummy. But yeah, they need to kind of have more of a pattern or something going on with how they're laying out their box. So I'll give it a 9 just because that chicken looks so good.
All righty, go ahead, Craig Cotta.
I think the chicken looks great, so I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay. And Eric.
I'll go 9 as well. The chicken itself looks fantastic. To me, that's ideal chicken. It looks like it's seasoned well. It looks, the outside, the skin looks moist anyway, but the box could use a little work. It kind of looks like they just kind of threw it in there. but that's easily fixed. I'm going 9, solid 9.
I'm in agreement with everybody here. This is the color that I'd like to see. I think Tristan and I were in agreement on the other one. I like this darker color. To me, it presents to like my eyes want to eat this thing. I'm with y'all. That chicken looks good. If that were just in the box, it looks like the rest of it was just kind of thrown in. And the cook that did this, I don't know. I used to say that you had to fill the box up in CBA. Now I'm kind of leaning towards just half chicken alone. So I don't know that those are necessary. And honestly, the wings look a little small. They're probably not going to add to your overall bite of your bird here. I really like them to jump in that bird there. It looks good. That big bird.
I'd have left the just the bird in there by itself. And
100%.
Well, a half bird is already kind of a full box, you know?
Yeah. Especially this one's kind of
pretty
fat.
full.
So 9 for
variables.
me. So we're on agreement. All right, well, that's going to wrap up the show, boys. I appreciate each and every single one of you coming on here. Before we get you out of here, Tristan, go ahead and say a few words if you want to give some shout-outs to maybe some people that support you and everything you got going on. And again, condolences to your family. Your dad was a big ambassador, man. He's sorely missed in the barbecue community for sure.
Yeah. So first off, shout out Ricky Bobby. Rest in peace. I would also like to shout out all the 3 Taxi Guy members, Jamie especially. You know, he's keeping us going and keeping the spirit strong. My brother Calvin, Don, Charlie T, Kevin, my buddy Dan. I mean, the list goes on and on. Shout out to all you guys. Our sponsors, Compart Duroc, Mr. Jim Compart. We love him. We couldn't do it without him. Royal Oak. We're big Royal Oak guys. Love it. And just the whole Carnival guys.
Love it.
Eric, Craig, Brooke, Brad, everybody else. You know, we love y'all, and you know, it's awesome.
Beautiful.
That's about
Thank
it.
you very much, and pleasure to meet you, Tristan. Eric,
Absolutely.
Go ahead, my man.
I first give a shout out, obviously, to Ricky Bobby. He meant a lot to us, and one of my best friends. We're gonna miss him every day. Again, shout out to Alan Smith and Chris Lytle. They're the other 2 guys on Boars Night Out to make the big show go down the road. And thank you, Jim Compart, Compart Family Farms. Also, thank you to David Ehart. He helps us out as well. So we have 2 great companies that support us. B&B Charcoal keeps our fires hot. We use Ace's Wild products as well as our own. And we also got to give a shout out to Mark Lambert, Sweet Swat of Mine. He's a big part of what we all do as well. He was just on a different team at Hogs. And thank you to everybody that supports us and buys our products. That's what helps us do the charity work and be able to get this big show down the road that we like to do every weekend. So thanks for the support. For you, Rob, people like y'all that have the podcast and all the shows that that help support what all of us love to do week in and week out. It takes a lot for you to do it every week to help support everybody, and we appreciate what you do, buddy.
Thanks, man. Absolutely. Love Mark Lambert too. What a great ambassador himself.
Great guy.
100%. All right, Craig Cotta, go ahead, my man.
Dude, I'm just gonna kind of reiterate, Eric. I mean, we got a lot of the same partners and support, and it's a support system that we can't do this without. And we appreciate very much B&B, Mark Lambert, Prairie Fresh. I mean, I'm gonna go on there. Snake River Farms. I mean, it's just not about Hogs for the Cause. Snake River Farms, National Beef. There's tons of them that support us throughout the year and all the endeavors that we do for these charity events and everything. So, yeah, thank you all, everybody.
Absolutely. I'm going to drop y'all down. Y'all stick around real quick. I want to say thank y'all personally here in just a second. But before Ty drops y'all down, I know Brad's not here to give his shout outs, but thank you to Brooke and Brad for setting this up. She was real instrumental in getting you guys together. And I appreciate Brooke. I know you're watching. I appreciate you very much. Y'all are amazing people, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know you, all of you guys, in the last few years. And so I love the barbecue community. I love what you guys do, and thank you very much for coming on the show. Well, that's going to wrap up the show. If you're new to our show, we do this each and every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Central, right here on Facebook, YouTube, and everything else. So for my producer, Ty, who's in there, we're going to get out of here, my man. But next week, we're going to have the team from 360 Barbecue, who is going to Memphis in May. They'll be in Memphis competing against you guys. But we're going to get them on the show next week. I think that's everything I had. Oh, thank you again to Hogs for the Cause. What an amazing event. $6.65 million raised. What an amazing event. That was my very first time to compete there, and I will forever be there. It's just, that's how much it meant to me to be there and to compete out there. And again, congratulations to Carnivore Carnival for all their success out there. Again, they handed it to everybody out there, but we'll be back next year to build on what we did. So, all right, that's going to wrap up the show. For producer Ty and all of our guests tonight, Carnivore Carnival, Hogs for the Cause, everything was amazing. We'll see you next week with 360 Barbecue. That's going to wrap it up. We are out of here. Case, close us out, my man.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation. You too, California.